There are moments when someone else's life suddenly feels louder than your own. Maybe it's a friend celebrating something they've worked hard for, a photo that quietly says life is finally coming together, or hearing that someone you know is moving forward in life, and somehow your attention slowly shifts away from their happiness and lands on everything you think you're missing. Before you even realize it, you begin wondering if you're falling behind. Sometimes, the hardest person to be happy for is someone who has done nothing wrong. Not because you dislike them, not because you are not genuinely happy for them, but because their success quietly reminds you of everything you hoped would have happened in your own life by now. So, why does that happen? We often think comparison begins the moment we see someone doing better than us, but that's not always true. Sometimes comparison begins much earlier. It begins with a quiet fear that maybe you are not where you thought you would be by now. Then one photo, one conversation, or one achievement doesn't just feel like good news. It feels like evidence that everyone else is moving forward while you are standing still. The difficult part is your brain isn't comparing complete lives. It's comparing two very different stories. You know your own doubts, your delays, your mistakes, the moments you questioned yourself, the plans that didn't work out, the nights you wondered if you were doing enough. But when you look at someone else, you usually see the finished picture, not the uncertainty, not the setbacks, not the quiet days when they felt lost too. Your mind fills in the missing pieces, and almost always it fills them with perfection. That's why comparison feels so convincing, not because it's telling you the truth, but because it's working with incomplete information. It's trying to solve a puzzle with half the pieces missing. And here is something we rarely stop to think about. Even the person you are comparing yourself to is probably comparing themselves to someone else, because comparison doesn't disappear when life gets better. It simply finds a new target. Someone richer, someone more successful, someone more experienced, someone who seems happier. The finish line keeps moving. Maybe the goal isn't to stop noticing other people's success. Maybe the goal is to stop using it as evidence against yourself, because someone else's progress has never been proof that yours doesn't matter. A flower doesn't bloom because the flower beside it bloomed first. It blooms when its own season arrives, and people aren't that different. Some stories unfold early, others take a little longer. But taking longer doesn't mean you are going the wrong way. So keep growing, quietly, patiently, one step at a time, because the life you're building was never meant to be measured by someone else's timeline.